All right, welcome back to the Ultimate Dallas Sports Show. Brand new game segment this week, Something or Nothing. I've got 3 hot button topics focused on this year's World Series. With each topic, our panel has one chance to convince me whether the controversy is something or nothing. 3 rounds for 3 guests. Winner gets a point. Final round is worth double. Remember, I am the judge, if I sound like it. Time to find out who wants to prove a point or earn a point. Let's start with number 1. Game 3, Shohei Ohtani walked 5 times, including in the bottom of the 9th, with nobody on in a tie game. Ohtani was red hot, but there was thousands of think pieces about whether the intentional walk should be penalized. Saad, lead us off here. Was this something or nothing?
It's something. I think we want to see the theater. Baseball wants to be more interesting. I think there should be a higher penalty put for the intentional walk so that we do get what we want to see, which is the best batters in that moment making the plays. No disrespect to anybody else batting for the Dodgers, but we wanted to see Ohtani that night, and we didn't get to.
This is nothing to me because what are we going to do? We're just going to crown every superstar athlete and give them more opportunities to show how great they are. We know Shohei's great, but those are the rules. We're going to go back 20 years and give Barry Bonds more opportunities to swing the bat. The rules are the rules. They play within them, and it's a bummer that we didn't see it, but those are the rules.
Mike.
Yeah, listen, I'm disappointed that we didn't see it, but I don't think there's any way you can reasonably penalize an intentional walk. It's part of the game. It's always been part of the game. I would love to see Shohei Ohtani with the bat in his hand with an opportunity to make a game-changing play in a game like that went on forever, but how do you rationally penalize that?
Point goes to Jonah for the Barry Bonds reference. All right, moving on here. Number 2, in Game 7, Ohtani was allowed a lot of extra time to transition from batting to pitching. So much the broadcast came back from commercial break at the beginning of his warm-up. Jonah, lead us off here. Is this something or nothing?
I'll say something because what he's doing is, extraterrestrial, but also is it fair? And is it what everybody else is getting as a pitcher? The answer would be no. And so thereby, it's not operating within the confines of fairness. And I believe in fairness. I believe in equity in this situation. And just because he's doing something that nobody else in baseball is doing, I don't really care. You got to do it. You maybe do a sprint workout. I don't know. That's for him to figure out. Maybe warm up in the dugout. I don't care.
Mike, Jonah with a strong start. Mike, go. You're next.
What's the issue? The game takes forever anyway. We've already sped it up.
Yeah.
We've already sped it up. An extra what? Was it a minute? A minute and a half? How much time are we actually talking here? What tangible impact was there made on the game? And we are witnessing somebody do something that we haven't seen in baseball in 100 years. I think a minute worth of a warm-up is a worthwhile cost for that product that we're seeing.
Okay, Saad, your thought.
I think it is something because I think, to Jonah's point, at that point, he's a pitcher. And so now if any pitcher is dealing with a special injury or a special circumstance or something, then that pitcher should also. Now, again, we're not talking about him as a baseball player in that moment. We're talking about him as a pitcher in that moment, and other pitchers don't get that, so neither should he.
I like the little bit more intensity from Jonah's perspective. He's up 2-0. Chance to tie here, finally, heading into the 3rd round. After Game 7 was over, Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow were both in the locker room laughing it up at their former club's expense. Both lost the 2020 World Series to the Dodgers as members of the Rays, and they joked, if you can't beat them, join them. Mike, last call here with the final shot. Something or nothing?
Hey, if you got money, you got money. The Dodgers have money, and they're willing to spend it. We all want owners to spend money to make their teams better. The Dodgers do that. They went out and got Ohtani. They go out and get these guys that have got a ton of talent, and they reap the reward for it.
Spoken like a New Yorker. Saad, jump in here.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this with the first topic. The rules are the rules. Well, there is no salary cap. Teams can spend whatever they want. We saw the Rangers do it. They got a World Series for it. If other teams want to do it, pay up. Put your money where your mouth is.
Jonah?
Say it's something they can feel that way. I just wouldn't have said that publicly because now we're talking about it and it's horribly unnecessary. But yeah, to your point, they're using all these other teams as farm systems. They're also using Japanese leagues as farm systems and plugging some unbelievable talent internationally, and that's why they are the World Series champs back to back.
Man, Jonah's just speaking sweet nothings into my ear. That's 4-0. That's a sweep.